Ring game taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
We'll get to it, but some say Ortiz might have lost some.
Man, Ortiz, dude. See, this is the thing, man. These niggas in their horrible view, bro. You cannot hurt somebody that many times and lose a fucking fight. Like, if you think Ortiz lost that fight, like, you need a left hook to the body. Like,
I mean, I had a draw if I had to pick, but whatever.
A draw? Like, really?
It was really close. I mean, you got the 2 knockdowns. I mean,
that fight wasn't close like that. Like, Bohachuk won like maybe 4 rounds.
It was close until Ortiz ran away with the last 3 rounds. Like, he wasn't going to lose.
Like, Bohachuk barely won the rounds when he dropped the guy in.
Yeah. I mean, I do credit. Vergil did dig deep, and he was kind of stealing the rounds with the late flurries. He's letting his hands throwing combos to end the round. Stealing them shits too. Yeah. So. Okay.
So I guess we're transitioning. Yeah. I guess we're doing a transition.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's just get right into it, man.
My bad. He did set that up, so he just went right in.
Yeah, like yo, bring out the poll topic first of all, so we could, see Idiocracy or whatever the fucking movie is.
Let's see if somebody gets to it. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, but I mean,
Ortiz boxed from the outside. He pressured. He countered.
All right, so I got it right here. Finally, the search app. Okay, who did you score the fight last night, Saturday, for? Ortiz. Wow, Bohachuk draw. Ortiz had 46%. Bohachuk had 17%, and it was a draw for 37%. So almost 50% of the people. Well, only 24 people, but still, sample size, did pick Vergil that won that fight.
Yeah, no, like Ortiz won that shit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that it was easy for him. Like, dude got put through the ringer, but he won that shit. Like, the last 3 rounds got him the victory because Bohachuk, like, you can move forward, but but if you're not throwing like volume, you're just moving forward and you're letting Ortiz get off like jab and movement, like moving and stuff like that, and you're not really making him pay all that much. You're just basically getting outboxed in those rounds. Even if you do land like the right hands that kind of snapping dude's head back, like you're not, it's like you can't.
His punches only like he only really landed when Ortiz would get tired or take a break.
Exactly, and that's not the way. And you're not gonna win a round that way. Like,
and it's maybe just 1 or 2. It's not like Ortiz would be whooping him for like 35 seconds. Then Ortiz would be like, okay, the bop, bop. Then Ortiz would dance, pop the jab, and then get back to work. It's not like he's doing some Corrales Castillo. Okay, hold on. Let me Osaki Foster the ebb and flow and just start winging shots on you. No, he just gets 1 or 2, and then he goes back to getting worked on.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I mean, that's what Bohachuk's like big flaws. I mean, it was a flaw when he actually got knocked out by Brandon Adams, or like some years back. What I'm saying? Like, and that's what he does. Like, you can't, but you have to make somebody. If you're doing it, you gotta really make somebody pay. Like, if he went to Ortiz's body, like he was doing in the first half of the fight, like he was going to the body, maybe that could kind of slow all that shit down. You'd have an argument from actually really winning those 3 rounds. But Ortiz won those. Even as he got tagged, he won those rounds clear, and that got him
ring generalship and just it's the hurt business. Like, he hurt dude. Like, honestly, you can have a drinking game for every time Ortiz buzzed dude.
But
you at least take about 6 or 7 shots.
On the back when Ortiz was kind of in the mid rounds, kind of boxing the back foot, and the jab was looking beautiful. I noticed the right wasn't. I mean, he was looking real nice, but that right wasn't coming back. That right, he had to get in close range to land that right. It seemed like for the whole fight.
I will say this: what I like about Ortiz though is like even like the knockdowns. Like, I mean, actually got knocked down twice in the first round. Which they had to review. They took 4 rounds to review that shit to finally overturn. Okay, he got knocked down. And then in the 8th round too, dude really got caught and really did touch the canvas. Like, it was like, okay. But he comes he fights hard. Dude, when he got knocked down that second time, dude had fire in his eye. Dude was putting his whole body weight, he was trying to punch through that motherfucker, and that's what had Bohachuk. He was like stutter stepping, he was moonwalking and shit. He was.
There were times I thought he was going to stop Bohachuk.
Yeah, like Bohachuk survived that round just probably by the skin of his teeth because I was like, Jesus Christ, like
just being a naturally bigger dude too. I think it's crazy how Brandon Adams had him out of there. Like,
yeah. And the thing is, Bohachuk was winning that fight too before Ring City. Shout out, rest in peace, Ring City. But you know what I mean? Like, fucking Brandon, I mean, Bohachuk was winning the fight. You know, I think he might have dropped Adams in that fight too. You know what I mean? Then out of nowhere, that shit.
Yeah.
Adams. But this is the thing about when you stay competitive with somebody, you could always get your shot off, and it's like Adams kind of lined them up like he knew that damn left hook, like dude was vulnerable for it.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful knockout too. That's why, and honestly, that's what I was thinking Ortiz was about to do. But I think once he got out of that round, Ortiz was like, you know what, my brain is probably telling me I need to box more now because that for the 2/3 of the fight, those two were going to war. Like they were throwing some real shots at each other. I was like, God damn it! Like I know these like. I know their brains were like, help me.
They'll say that's fine.
Punches never had like the snap that these shots have.
Just as fight of the year over Ford and the Ultibek fight. Would you say what was a better fight overall?
Damn, Ford's in like two fight of the year.
Two of the top 5 ish. I feel like you know.
Yeah, easy. See, I mean, I honestly I do give I'll give Ortiz and Bohachuk the top notch, and I was there for Komatov, so it's like and I think highly of that fight, but I think I mean that Ford and Komatov had the knockout too, but this one was like this one had a real ebb and flow, like I mean just like that one, but I just feel like this one just had a little bit more. It was a little bit more violent.
You had the knockdowns, like dudes was constantly getting hurt because even with the Nick Ball and Ford, that shit was more. It was highly competitive. Like they was swinging, but nobody was getting dropped. And all right, hold up, fuck that timeout. All right, Chris Brand, station claims gangster. What's up? Explain how Bohachuk got robbed.
I guess Ortiz power.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on, no, wait, stop. Ortiz power didn't translate any.
No, Bohachuk felt that power. Like, there's no question about that.
Dude, like, Ortiz was beat the shit out of this guy.
I mean, I will say this too. Bohachuk, though, I mean, dude was like at one time like 24-0 and with 23 knockouts. Bohachuk has power. Like when the punch, it didn't look like he had anti punches, but I think, but the power.
He's a different type of puncher.
Yeah, like Ortiz got busted up. There's no question. Like his face, he had cuts and everything like that. You can see his face was swollen though. But
that's a big motherfucker. Like this nigga's like 6 feet at 154.
Yeah, like Bohachuk has real power. Like he does. Like Ortiz felt that power. They both felt each other's power. But Ortiz
Bohachuk has that stiff, that thudding type of power. It's that heavy hand European thudding power. It's not that. That whipping torque that Ortiz puts on his shot, the snapping where he'll do that left hook and bap. And you see how much torque he was putting on that right hand, like he was busting the shit out of damn Bohachuk's face with that shit. Like he felt them shots, man. Like you can't knock out everybody. You gotta remember Bohachuk can fight at middleweight though.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, and like I said, Bohachuk he only got knocked out once. So it's like like I said, it took, and it was a fight that he was in the fight that he was winning clear too, and he just got caught. I mean, that's what happened. So it's not like Bohachuk's power is like Ortiz's power did translate just because he didn't drop you or anything. It doesn't mean nothing. Like Bohachuk felt that power, and I mean Ortiz. If you want to say he's chinny, like I mean he got knocked out for the first 2 times. Like usually. I mean, I'd say like anyone else that got hit by Bohachuk shot would have probably not gotten up from the fight.
I can't say he's chinny off that. Those were all weird shots. Like the first shot was like almost like he slipped a punch and it was behind his head. Right. So the force and density of Bohachuk just kind of made him stumble and like fall. Yeah. That's not like a real like it's a knockdown, but it's more like a big nigga like punching you out across the room type of. He don't really hit you clean, but the weight of the shot makes you like, oh shit, hold on, like this is a big dude. Mm-hmm. So the other one was a nice. He clipped Ortiz, when Ortiz, I think, was countering and trying to come inside. He got caught. And it was a quick, like, oh, shit. But then he caught himself. It's not like he fell. Like, oh,
yeah.
If this is not Steve, my man, this nigga would have danced all around the fucking ring trying to stand up.
Yeah,
dude literally just caught himself and said, all right, fuck it, all right, I'm up. Yeah,
and that was the knockdown that pissed him off. Like after that, he was fighting with fire in his eyes. Like he really tried to get dude out of there.
Yeah, this nigga Chris Brad said so.
No,
me never slipped like that. Mean
Machine caught him too, like that, and so did Hooker. Hooker and Mean Machine both caught Ortiz.
Hooker, yes, he's right. Yeah. Hooker did buzz Ortiz. Remember, Hooker's a puncher, and at the time, a former world champion, and that was Ortiz's step up. That's what's crazy when people like Ortiz has been fighting good quality comp, like, and we just like he's had a few bullshit fights. But as far as names and guys that test him gradually, I don't see what the problem. Bohachuk, I believe, is probably, he may not be the most skilled person he's fought, may not be the most talented. But if we're talking about skill and physicality and strength, he has the most of that combination than anybody.
Right, absolutely.
And it's like, I almost feel like we're kind of discrediting him if like, and not giving Ortiz enough credit for overcoming that.
Yeah, because obviously, eventually, his Ortiz KO streak was going to come to an end at some point because it's 154. Like you're not gonna body everyone.
Yeah. Dude, he was literally a punch or two from continuing it.
Yeah.
Some rep, dude. There was times where Bohachuk wasn't doing anything for like 15, 20 seconds. He would get hurt and he just be there. Yeah, there's like, some reps that would have fucked that up and been like, fuck it, yeah. But the fight was just too, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But let's not act like this nigga wasn't feeling them shits and he just had to recover there
were times when dude had the earmuffs on because he was like, oh shit, like
hold on, how the fuck is Ortiz one-dimensional when he showed you like 3 layers of offense?
Like Ortiz was like, if he was one-dimensional, then he would not have been able to make the adjustment like he did because he will continue.
He literally started boxing. He started boxing on the back foot, pivoting and turning and throwing jabs. Dude, Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah, no, like Ortiz realized that it was like because if he had got knocked down one more time, he probably would have lost the fight on the cards. There was a good chance he would have lost the fight. So that's
this is the thing, Chris Brand. I get you. No, it's all respect. They get like, we cool, bro. And I know it's your opinion. It's respect. Like, we fuck with you heavy. The success part at the close range, you got to remember, it's like if we're talking about being a complete boxer, you're gonna have one default style that's gonna be what you're probably the best at. Ortiz is best at pressure fighter, pressure boxer, so of course he looks good at that. Like, but to show that he could step back and give you business at mid range, and then he's able to get on the back foot and box and jab and have his hand down and counter. Honestly, he was hurting Bohachuk from the outside because Bohachuk couldn't even brace for the hard shots no more.
Okay.
When he was getting beat up on the inside, he was able to fucking weather the storm and do the bullshit Joshua Clottey counter after you eat 17 punches. But when he was on the outside, Ortiz was piecing this nigga up.
Right.
He was starting throwing double right hands. I mean, like, come on, like he couldn't even see them shits.
Yeah, Bohachuk was really the one dimension because he didn't make no adjustments. Do
y'all know what one dimensional means?
Like once,
I love Felix Trinidad. I've never seen him get on the back foot like fucking Ortiz and start boxing like that before.
He was one of my favorite fighters of all time. It's a fact. That's true.
And we've never seen him do no shit like that.
Yeah,
that's fucking one dimensional.
No, I was impressed. I mean, but I feel like Vergil maybe his first time making the weight. He was a little tired. I mean, like he dug deep, but I'm just saying, like,
Well,
what was your greatest performance?
That's the first time he went out. He went out like he went 12 rounds for the first time. And I think he only normally go like 8 rounds.
I think
8 rounds was the max.
I think after 9. I think like 10. Like he never went 10 before. He might have stopped Mean Machine in 10, right, or something like that, maybe, or 9.
No, he
stopped it before 10.
Oh, before 10.
That's like 8 or 9. But this is the thing too. Look, Ortiz, you could tell this nigga Ortiz. He's one of those guys when he in the gym, he's breathing hard and he does everything hard. Like it's just he goes 100. Like Canelo kind of does the same thing, but Canelo the stamina just hard is like more trash because he can only do it because he loads up on his punches. Like Ortiz doesn't load up on everything, but the intensity is like 100% all the fucking time.
I will say,
wait, hold on, Beth. Did you just say Madrimov washes Ortiz? And no, he don't wash him. What's like?
Fuck out of here!
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like washes? Come on, man. I know he had a very good performance against Crawford, but come on, he's not washing Ortiz. That's a really good fight.
Was that really a very good performance?
And Karma, yeah,
it looked like it. If you juke in front of somebody and you don't fucking take that nigga to the hole, you just juke in front of this nigga with the ball. That was Madrimov.
Wait, what was the pause?
It was like juke in front of him and then decide to punch.
What was the pause statement? Why'd you say pause, Pat?
No, Karma said. I said Karma. I saw the pause. Yes, yeah. Madrimov washes both Bohachuk and Ortiz. I
don't believe that shit at all.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Those uppercuts was crisp as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Spreading propaganda and misinformation. Like, nigga, we saying like this real boxing shit. Like we getting technical on this shit. Like nah, dude, Madrimov, look. Y'all niggas gotta stop falling in love with fucking skills and aesthetics. At the end of the day, you can't win a fight unless you throw a fucking punch. You can have all the skills and magical powers in the world, but if you're gonna just stand and look in front of a nigga like this and
you say you feinted more than you punched. It felt like if you feinted,
then that ain't shit. You think Bohachuk is gonna sit there and be like this when he's 6 feet and he's gonna be like?
No, but obviously in the Crawford fight, Madrimov wasn't swinging wide and doing that lunging bullshit for a reason, So him versus
he don't trust his own skill set.
Well, I mean, against Bud.
That's why the fucking fight was so boring. Because these niggas was in this.
He was cautious with Crawford, but I'm saying Bohachuk, Madrimov, like as an opener on one of those cards would be, or that would be fire as fuck. I'm just saying it's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I don't know who wins. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that's a 50-50 fight.
Bohachuk was on a PBC prelim for the first PBC prime card, and now that was almost damn near almost a fight of the year candidate with Dude, and now he's like, he puts in another like hard like performance in this shit, Bohachuk. And funny too, Bohachuk didn't look like he was even marked up too. That was one thing I did notice, and everyone was pointing it out. Like, dude looked like he was like facially like he was fine. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So.
How them insides feel though? Pause.
I mean, he was probably
pause. Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Pause, nigga. I literally said it like right there.
Yeah, no, we have to.
He the one got beat up like.
Yeah,
Madrimov ain't got no jab.
I mean, if he decides to take just a little bit of time off, good. But I mean, I know there are rumors too that obviously if Crawford Ortiz doesn't come about, then that rematch, they might do a rematch, and I look forward to that shit too.
Bohachuk and Ortiz rematch.
Yeah.
Hey, 154. Y'all heard John Anderson's in JV. He's not going to varsity because 154 is where all the wrecks at right now. Like, I swear, everybody's talking about 154. I mean, that's the hottest division in boxing.
Yeah, 154 is the best division in boxing today.
It's like super hot right now. Like,
it's like ever since Floyd got rid of the belts, that division rebuilt itself into a quality one within 2-3 years, and now you're seeing what it is now. Like, no one is safe at 154. Historically,
154 always had good fights. Like,
Yeah, like a bad or an average fight at 154.
It just didn't get the glam.
I mean,
it just didn't get the marquee names. It didn't get the glamour label. It didn't get the glamour label that welterweight.
You're gonna waste time at 147, man. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of weird to me, but whatever.
Hold on, wait, what?
I said Ennis would be a good addition to 154. You know what I'm saying? And it should eventually move up soon. To me,
yeah.
I mean, big fights.
147.
They ain't shit popping that damn welterweight.
Yeah, welterweight's dead. You know what I mean? So.
Who else would give Bud a tough fight at 154? Vergil Ortiz.
I think Zoo. I think right now, I think Zoo would be
Zoo's a good fight.
Fundora will get the breaks beaten off of him from Crawford. Look.
Y'all gotta understand, Fundora quality, but he's not gonna be able to beat anybody long range. And if you fight him from long range, he ain't got the reflexes. He'll get eaten up. Like
the motherfucker's still blind. Like fix that. Yeah. Fix the mileage. Pause.
Like I said, the only reason why Fundora beat Zoo was Zoo was half of the blood in his head and quarter of his body.
That Zoo caused by his damn self.
Yeah. And
because you ain't supposed to. If you run into a tree and hurt yourself, is it your fault or the tree? The fucking your fault, nigga. Like, so all you assholes was like, I'm like, no.
I mean, it depends on who you ask, nigga.
I mean, he ran right into the forearm.
He did.
Right. And it's not like the forearm was jabbing. Like, it's literally. That's like his dad with that goddamn no defense, walking to punches ass style, nigga.
And I give Zoo all the credit in the world because he could have called the no contest. He could have kept his belt and rematched, but he said no. And then of course,
he was dumb. His team should have forced that. I mean, I get tried at first. You're Australian, you got the gumption, but come on, man. I mean,
dude, look. This is the thing. He gambled and he lost because first of all, he still made it a fight of the year. He just couldn't fucking. He couldn't outbox Fundora or pressure him in a way to win the fight. He still landed.
But credit because it was 7-5 probably when he had blood flowing down his face. Like the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. That, he was half blind. He was literally blind. And that kind of shows. I mean,
because if that's the case, it's like there's no excuses at this point. Like.
Yeah,
it's like he made a mistake and tried to ride with it, and you ain't have enough other things to make up for the mistake so you could win. Right. So I mean, I gotta give Fundora credit for that, but he ain't beating no fucking Crawford.
He got a lot of credit. No, I'm saying, but I don't know. I think he was gonna be hungry and all that. But yeah, it is what it is. All
right, let me give y'all this one. Okay, Zoo versus Madrimov. Who wins that? Pat.
Oh, jeez. Yo, honestly,
Zoo.
Yeah, I pick Costia's son there for sure.
I mean, it's a tough fight. Zoo is a little. I mean, I wouldn't say he's one-dimensional, but it's
a hell of a dimension. Oh.
Yeah, it's a hell.
His one dimension is better than Madrimov and all his breakdancing dimensions.
Yeah, because if the fight happened, inherited his father's power and everything. He's a bigger version of his father. So
I kind of lean towards Zoo because of how he lost that fight. He was going to be hungry to beat Ortiz, but now I think after the fight, I think Zoo would beat Ortiz. But it's a great fight. It's still a violent fight that can go either way. But I'm just saying, I think
all I know is Zoo. When Zoo starts getting whooped, he's still in there getting whooped. He ain't making no adjustments to start boxing niggas.
Yeah, the thing with the
you ain't gonna see no Anthony Joshua Povetkin round switch type shit where he's like, all right, fuck it, like them uppercuts hurt, nigga. Like, let me box now. Like, nah, like Zoo ain't got that in him.
Yeah, because the thing is, I can't disregard because I like Madrimov's skill set. Madrimov does have a skill set. Like when he actually utilizes it with his punching, like he's dangerous. He's someone you don't want to fight.
Yeah, when he's not leaping in head down, but he's still a fighter. So
yeah, he's still. That's what.
Honestly, I felt like he should have kept what got him to the dance. He should have did all that leaping, crazy Power Ranger Gamboa on crazy acrobatic fighting. He should have just brought that shit to Crawford.
I'm not trying to
live or die with it.
I'm trying to hype up Crawford, but you're talking about Madrimov, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
honestly, it's not like Crawford. Nobody really fights like Madrimov at that weight, right? Like he could get. too much work for that.
Some people think Crawford's the best counter puncher in boxing, so he knows he'd know if he did that dumb shit, he'd probably walk into something. I mean, come on.
No, not necessarily, because Crawford be getting lit up in them first couple rounds.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: if I got a guy who's speedy, fast, powerful, explosive, and he knocked out niggas or fought niggas to get to finally make it to his big fight, I'm gonna be like, yo, first couple rounds, we know this guy be on some Juan Manuel Marquez type shit. He be cold a little times. We seen the Brook fight. We seen the Thomas Delorme fight. We seen the Hank Lundy fight. We seen niggas catch him before. Seen Gamboa fight. Look, believe in your speed and power, and just try to explode and and blitz this dude and see if he can handle it. Mm-hmm. If you don't hurt him, or if you don't seem to be bothering him by doing that,
we'll fall back.
Then fall back and get back into your boxing and box aggressively. Because you want to like play to your strength. You don't want to just be like, well, let me just chill out. Like, no, if you're speedy, you're that guy. No, be that guy. That's like saying, okay, Meldrick Taylor, I don't need you throwing combinations against Julio Cesar Chavez. One shot at a time. Really?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. That's my fault. That's my critique of Madrimov in that situation.
But like I said, 154 though, like I said, it's easily right now. It's a monster division right now. Like it's downright scary how violent it is. Like at times, like like I mean, you get the technical fight that no one was feeling, and then you get the slugfest about a week or two later. That's like, oh shit, like what the fuck,
That's the thing is like, yeah, I see what Bev's saying. Like, but I see Bud having an easier time with the other dudes at 154 due to their more simplistic style. Yeah, but see, you got to look at it this way too. Sometimes when something's simplistic, you could be putting more of 100% into it too. Madrimov, for all that complexity and shit he got, he could only put about 70% in that.
Sometimes simple is better.
Sometimes I'd rather have a dude who can fucking do simple shit, like move X to Z right here, nigga. And he could do that so well. It's so simple that he could do that quick as fuck.
Less is more.
Because you don't need all that shit at fucking at 154, man. Like even the guys who have a more complex style gotta have that fucking dog in them to fucking throw. Even Charlo, when you press him enough, he has to throw combinations,
right,
and sneak in shots. That's going to be like everybody at 154. Like at 154,
it'd be nice to do everything. It'd be nice if Madrimov would throw it more jabs once in a while, but
there you go, and right there too. Like, I mean, this is where I needed some stat padding. Hey, what up, John Stoddard? What it do? Salute.
Yeah, like but like I said, let's say, yeah, because 134, like it's a fade division. Like not these cats are not necessarily the most. I mean, they stand there and they fight. Like it's a division where if you're trying to fight, you're going to fight. And Crawford, yeah, he may find it easier to kind of box them up or knock them out too. But yeah, like they're just no movers. But Madrimov is just an outlier, but he's going to be an outlier that people are going to avoid because simply no one wants to deal with that type of movement. So it's like, that's the catch 22. But Madrimov can actually punch as hard as the other guys, so it's like it's a dimension. So
he got just a different little. It's just the intangibles don't match the package. Like if he had the guts of Bohachuk and Ortiz, we'd be still talking about the fight of the year between Crawford and Madrimov.
Right.
So and that's what you got to really look for. Like all that other shit is fine and dandy, but can you utilize it in a way that could give you the best chance to win? And Madrimov wasn't able to do that. And
speaking of 154, shout out to Charles Conwell, who was also on this card too. Yeah, Conwell. Like I said though, Chiari Gray, like we run in the same Worcester circle, so it's like when he was announced to the point, I was like, oh. Jeez, like I was like, it was a gimme, like because Chiari Gray is like at one point he was a good fighter, but he doesn't keep his head on straight, so it's like I already knew what time it was, but Conwell bodied him like really bad. Like, dude, like that body shot, like the body shot that he dropped him with was just, that shit was mad audible. Like that shit, I was like, he wasn't getting up though. So yeah, like Golden Boy needs to do something with Conwell. Like it's Conwell's time, just like it's Zepeda's time for a title shot. It's Conwell's time. It's been time for him to get a 154 title shot. Like
Oscar will pair him with Vergil. You know, I just don't think that he would want to do that again. You know, I don't know.
Nah, like
it's a great fight.
It's a great fight, but I wouldn't want to see them two fight each other unless one of them at least got a title.
Unless it's an actual title, because you know Ortiz got the interim, right? But yeah, he's not a real title, so it's like.
Yeah, get her a real fucking title, because that's a fight of the year. So, but how y'all look at Conwell Madrigal?
That's a good fight.
That's a really good fight.
I mean,
educated violence. Educated violence is what I mean.
Conwell deserves a chance. I know, you know, he had after he, you know, rest in peace, Patrick Day. After he killed Patrick Day, you know, he kind of stalled out, you know, with his promotion, you know. So it's like now he's back in the mix. You know, I'm glad that him and Sims got a fight. You know, like, you know, finally they got active, you know, after a while. But Conwell's
Sims had like three different opponents named for his fucking fight.
Because you remember the Haney card? Conwell bodied that dude like in 3 rounds. He just beat the fuck out of Gallimore, right? You know?
Yeah, I was there for that. Sent him to retirement.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying Conwell's handling business as he should, as a top 2 ranked in terms of WBC rankings. You know what I'm saying? He got leaped. I think he got leaped. You know, I'm saying, like, he was really number 1, but he's doing what he should. The guy he should be doing it to. So it's time.
Yeah, he's overdue for a big fight now. Like it's time. Like
I think partly. I mean, if there's a boxer that probably is getting affected by politics, and he's one of the few fighters, I would readily accept that explanation, because there's no explanation why he should have not fought for a title already. Like that dude is a whole legit talent. You know?
That's the thing at 154. It's like, for as fast as it seemingly moves, and as good as the fights be majority of the time, for some reason the title shots take a while in that division. Maybe that's another reason why it never really crossed over, like on the casual level that 147 has. Because if you remember, like even the Charlos, they got their title shots kind of late too.
They did
at 154. It's not like they got it like they kind of got theirs maybe a year or two, you know, after like a minute. So it seemed like that trend still just goes at 154. So.
Yeah, I mean,
it's great time though. All these great fights on the rise.
Yeah, at least yeah, they keep themselves busy with, you know, they fight or whatever. But yeah, like to become, I mean, right now, obviously all the belts are kind of up for grabs right now, because, you know, Jamal Charlo is no longer undisputed champion over there, although he might be ring champion still. But yeah, so it takes a while for these guys to get like the actual shots like going, like for whatever reason. But like I said, as long as they keep fighting, like I can't complain much. It's 154 is it's the best division. Like they fight, it's dangerous. Like Ancient was a champion can get knocked out any day of the week there. Truthfully, that's how all the divisions should be. But you know,
you could always match anybody in the top 20, and they'll give you something. They'll give you a good fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can literally be somebody ranked number 2 to ranked number 18. Like, as long as you're in the top 20 at 154, they're the most dependable when it comes to like matchups or like good fights. Like if you got like a pay-per-view roster you trying to fill, I would just say, and you got like $1 million, or someone says, all right, we got $300K, make a fight at 154, nigga, or make a fight in boxing. I'm like, I'm going to 154. Like, damn. Yeah, just any of these niggas that do. Like, yeah,
exactly. And then, like, so, you know, like Pilot said, shout out to Kenneth Smith. Finally, you know, he made his Golden Boy debut, you know, and beat the shit out of dude for 5 rounds. You know, like, you know, it's good to see him back. And Gabriel Fundora, like that chick is going to be a problem to beat. Like,
he is.
Yeah, like I mean, there's like because like I said, the height and the boxing ability, and she has a little pop in her shots too. Yeah, she's gonna be a nightmare.
She takes shots. I mean, she can very well get somehow get caught like a bro, but she like
brother like sister.
Yeah, like brother. But she got more skill than Sebastian. I ain't gonna lie, she's a little more skilled than
she does. She's meaner too.
Yeah, but she although she has some pop, I just don't. I mean, I don't think the fighters in her division have any crazy pop like that. To kind of like keep her honest.
She had a real low weight, right? She did really like 112 or 108, right, or something. Yeah, she's tall for that weight. Nobody, I mean, unless ain't nobody random little chick gonna be able to get.
She'll end up fighting at like 116 or some shit.
Yeah, she's gonna be a nightmare. Like I mean, no, like Future's they're not gonna outbox her. Like she's gonna be a whole nightmare. So, but she put on a great performance too. But Golden Boy overall, they put on an entertaining card, and the main event delivered. So yeah, so Golden Boy gets the thumbs up because Golden Boy that's when Golden Boy gets on the scoreboard for Fight of the Years. It's always in the most violent fashion. Like it's all they do. It's just like last year too with Munguia and Durianchenko and shit.
Yeah, Hovhannies and Neri, right?
Yeah, Hovhannies and Neri. Like just two of the violent fights of last year. They always host. Like just incredibly violent fights, man. So and speaking of violent,
you a solid card, though.